Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Wednesday, January the 8th, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out. I give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate it. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about before we do our daily challenges here is the Counterfeit bottle cap press. So this was an item that was new to the game that was introduced in yesterday's Atomic Shop weekly update as we went over that. And I also had made a video on it as well because I was pretty excited having a camp resource that produces aluminum and lead. Now, they have been having issues with that counterfeit bottle cap press, and they took it right out of the Atomic Shop several hours later. So I guess what's happening, it is interfering or conflicting with another camp resource called the wood pile. Now, something happened very similar about a year ago with the nodding donkey, but Bethesda was fairly quick in fixing that one. Now, I have been checking the counterfeit bottle cap press that I have here in my camp a couple times throughout the day, and it does only collect aluminum and oil, and that could be another issue with it as well. But this is right from Bethesda Game Studios, Fallout 76 news. Just a heads up, we removed the Nuka-Cola service bundle from the Atomic Shop, along with the counterfeit bottle cap press, as we discovered an issue with the press that needs to be resolved. 2 bundles have replaced it in the shop, the Nuka-Cola Superfan bundle and the Nuka-Cola Secret Door bundle. And we appreciate your understanding and patience, all right? And these are the 2 bundles that they had added right here, okay? So just an FYI, if you are looking for that counterfeit bottle cap press, they took it right out. However, the other items that were in that bundle are still available down here. So just an FYI, all right? And I was thinking about trying to get my money back, the 700 items it costs for it by itself, but I am still able to craft it, and I like the look of it. I like the look of it more than anything else, and it still will collect aluminum, which is fine with me. And I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna hang on to it. So that's just my decision. But if you do want to get your atoms back, I know I have tried in the past and very successful. And you just get a hold of Bethesda.net. You put in a little ticket, and they will answer you back within a day or 2. Usually they're fairly quick if it's through the week. And that you just answer a couple questions, and you should get your atoms back, no problem at all, especially how they made a boo-boo on their end. So just an FYI, if there are people that are kind of frustrated out there with it, then you can get your atoms back that way. And it is fairly quick. I would say within like 48 hours, you get your atoms back, which is pretty cool. So I just thought I'd kind of go over that real quick. Okay, back to our challenges here. If you take note, if I do have a little bit more score than you, because I have a 50% boost going on right now. So I typically have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 19 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, a 10%, and another 10%. And of course, yesterday we did our daily weekly challenge videos back to back, and I use a score booster drink. Now you can only use 1 score booster drink per day, and that stacks with the other boost that I had off the Season 19 Season Pass, and that's why it's 50%. And as you can see in the top right-hand corner, that 50%, that extra 25%, I should say, from that score boost, I have another 26 minutes left, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, let's take a look here and see what we can do here first. Craft energy ammo 15, so of course we have to do that at the Tinker's Workbench. Don't get it confused with collecting energy ammo. You actually have to craft it, okay? So we do that at a Tinker's Workbench here. We go craft. Now the ammo section up here, these are the ballistic ammo, the energy ammo is right here. And these are the different types. I highly recommend if you do use an energy weapon, you know, craft something that you can use, or craft something like the fusion cells, you know, copper, lead, and plastic, and they give you, you know, a lot of bang for your buck there. So if you are looking to craft ammo at any time, there is a couple perk cards that will help you out. We go under your perk cards here, under agility. Let's take that guy off. It's called Ammo Smith. Now it goes up to a 2-star, but you don't have to have a 2-star. If you have a 1-star, you know, put it on. It's only going to help you. But this 2-star here produce 80% more rounds from crafting ammunition. Okay. And then under luck here, put that guy down. It's a perk card called Super Duper. And again, if you don't have a level 3, you have a level 1 or level 2, definitely apply it. It's only going to help you. With this level 3 here, when you craft anything, there's a 30% chance you'll get double results. All right. Now we go back to our Tinker's Workbench here. We go, and the same cards work for your ballistic ammo as well. Back to our energy ammo here, and as you can see, our fusion cells, instead of 30, it's 54. But it's the same requirements for copper, 8 lead, 4 plastic, and that is what Ammo Smith does. So let's go ahead. We're going to craft one here. Nice. Okay, so Super Duper did not kick in that time, but that's fine. Again, with that 3-star, we only have a 30% chance for it to kick in. Every time you do switch your perk cards around, don't forget to reapply or change them back. You guys know that I'm pretty bad for that. All right, there we go. A couple ways you can do it. We didn't really need to apply those cards for that one. I just wanted to show you guys that, you know, if you are looking to craft ammo in the future, or if you're new to the game, there's a couple perk cards that will help you out, basically. All right, let's see what's next here. Scrap trying to produce Springs 5. Okay, so Springs is a junk item. We can use the bulk and scrap method at our Tinker's Workbench. Let's go ahead and go craft. Go to bulk, go to the S section. So to bulk 1 spring, you need 10 loose springs and 2 plastic. You go ahead and you bulk your 1 spring and then you scrap it. It's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. It's more so for the folks that are kind of short on time. Oh, look at that, my pet gave me an item there, pretty cool. More so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or people just like to get these challenges done. Now you can also buy bulk springs from vendors down at the White Spring Mall. So right over here in good old White Springs, if we come to this icon here, the north entrance, it brings you right down to the mall. You can also use this entrance here, but it brings you to the front door, and you just have to go to another additional loading screen to get to the mall section, right? But there are a couple vendors down there that will sell bulk springs for fairly cheap, so you can also do it that way as well. Now, a good source of springs is clipboards, or battered clipboards, I should say. And one of the best hot spots for that is, of course, Camp McClintock. And right over here at Sugar Grove, it's a really good spot, especially at the end where you can find all those package and cartons of cigarettes. Now, I will give you a word for warning at the very end when you get into the large room with the screens and such, where you'll find this stuff. There's a 50% chance you'll come across an Assaultron, who, you know, one of those crazy ones that go invisible. But the other 50% chance is a Colonel Gutsy. But there is a chance that an Assaultron will spawn at the very end. So just kind of be aware of that. So most people usually kind of opt out and go to Camp McClintock. Let's go over here today. Now this is also a ballistic fiber farm as well. And if you ever come here and you're on a public server with other people, chances are this place could be cleaned right out. It's a hot spot even today. Now, if you came here recently and you haven't reset your game, you're going to have to reset your game by picking up 250 or 255 items. And then that way there, this stuff will come back for you. But as you can see, there's all kinds of these battered clipboards all over the floor here. Let's pick one up. As we can see, this one battered clipboard gives us 1 spring. Okay, let's go ahead and pick some up here. And as you can see, there's all kinds of them. Some over here as well. Some on the floor over here. In that little area there, right there, as you can see, there's all kinds of battered clipboards. It's quite something. All right, let's go ahead and scrap this here. Right, there you go. Oh, wow, they gave me a Secret Service right arm, 3-star. What? That cat, that's what the cat gave me. Old Buddy. Buddy the cat. Huh. How about that? All right, right on, buddy. What's next? And again, if you don't have the time to go out, do it the old-fashioned way, bulk and then scrap method is where it's at as well. All right, so just an FYI, or you can buy your bulk from the White Spring Mall vendor, so you canned dog food. All right, let's head back to our camp here real quick, and we'll start off the next daily challenge. Okay, we're back here at our camp. Drink Nuka-Cherry 2. So Nuka-Cherry and Nuka-Cola Classic are the two types of Nuka-Cola products that we can find most of in the game, just kind of out and about in the game. Now, if you do have a Nuka-Cola Collectron station, this is the OG one we got way back in Season 4, Season 5. I remember when it came out, everyone was so happy with this bad boy. And of course, I did have it set for festive gifts, as we just had the Festive Scorched event, but I have it set back to Nuka-Cola. And this is what I collected, so pretty good. You know, Nuka Grape, a couple Wild and Orange, look at that 3 Cherry in there, and a Quantum. Pretty awesome, mate. Just passively while you play the game. So that is pretty cool. Now, he will also collect the odd bottle or two. When he goes for sale, he usually goes on sale by himself for 250 to 500 atoms, so just an FYI. Now, there's another variation of that. If we go to our build menu here, go down to the resource section. It is the Nuka-Cola Quantum version. Now, we get this one back in Season 11. This when Nuka World on Tour first came about. And we get this one right off the Season 11 scoreboard. Now, he will also collect, on top of Nuka-Cola products, he'll also collect Twist, which is very rare. He'll collect the odd bottle, purified water, and nuclear waste. This guy here, right? FYI. Now, we can also use gold bullion to purchase. I believe it's 1250 gold bullion from Samuel down here in Foundation. But you must have a cautious reputation with the settlers, so just an FYI. Now, we can find Nuka-Cola and Nuka-Cherry, as I said, most abundant type of Nuka-Cola products. We have the Nuka-Cola stand here, Tyler County Fairgrounds. Right over here in Camden Parks, pretty good spot. And around the picnic table area in Lewisburg, there's also a pretty good Nuka-Cola machine. Pretty good Nuka-Cola machine here at the Green Country Lodge and around the swimming pool area. Right over here at the Philippi Battlefield Cemetery, right next to the house, is a nice Nuka-Cola machine there as well. Sunday Brothers Cabin. Now, when you spawn in, you don't go to the main house, you kind of stop. There's a house to the left-hand side with a candy cane roof, or not a house, I should say a little shack. There's also a bunch of tin cans and some mannequins in there. And there's usually 4 Nuka-Cola classics in there, but that's the only type I ever found there was the classic type. All right, just an FYI there, but I still like to kind of show off that location to some folks. Now we can buy Nuka-Cola products from Bubbles, who is at this particular icon here, the White Spring Resort. And all you do is you head up the stairs, you take a right, you go to the tavern, you go to the medical bay, you go to the big white open area where the responders are, and you take a left. We have that little store in there where Giuseppe trades things for stamps. And we have good old Bubbles in there, and they'll sell all kinds of different types of Nuka-Cola products, even some of the rare ones. And again, you can server hop that all day long as you have the caps and just fill your boots, even if you're on, even if you server hop public servers. The Bubbles will always have that inventory. Now, Bubbles' inventory is not tied into the inventory here at Nuka World on Tour at the vending machines, so you can buy from Bubbles, buy from the vending machines, and again, you can server hop these all day long and just fill your boots up as long as you have the caps for it, okay? Now, I usually bring people down here in Nuka World on Tour, do that little run, but we've kind of been switching up a little bit, so let's pop up here to the Tyler County Fairgrounds, and we will check out the Nuka-Cola stand. I'm sure most of us know where it's at, but it's always to kind of do something a little bit different in these videos instead of bringing to the same spot every single time. Now, we are going to come across some scorched in here, but that's fine. So there's our Nuka-Cola stand right there, as we can see. There's our stand right there. And usually just below it there'd be like a little kind of a kiosk kind of deal. And there'll be some Nuka-Cola products in there, and it's usually Cherry and Nuka-Cola Classic. We'll check it out there. And again, depends on the server that you're on. You can go to these same places that I go on your server, and you may have more luck than me. And you can also go to these, just whatever server that you're on, and have no luck at all. You guys have seen me do these videos enough, and it really depends on the server that you're on, whether they'll spawn in or not. It depends if you're on a server with other people, because we all have the same challenges, and they could clear these places right out, okay? And if you're in this location previously, like especially down here in Nuka World on Tour, and you spent a couple times picking everything up, all the Nuka-Cola products, you'll have to reset your game in order to bring that stuff back by picking up 250, 255 items, all right? So always a couple of stipulations there, because everyone has a limit kind of deal, right? So today, unfortunately, we have a couple bottles. We have a Nuka-Cola Classic. Okay, we also have a nice little bobblehead there, which is a spawn. Right now, we're actually going to go to a little part down here. We're going to check it out down here. This little area here where all the chairs are, sometimes there would be some Nuka-Cola products along here. It doesn't look like there's anything here today. You have a bottle of wine, then I'll definitely drink that. No sense of that going to waste. That's silly. Sometimes there'll be one right here as well, all right? And sometimes there'll be some in this stand. Not usually a whole lot, but we do see a cherry in there. Oh, look at that bad boy. Oh, yeah. Right there. Oh, that's pretty cool. There's Nuka-Cola cherry right there. Nice. Rad axe. All right, so you can always kind of check this place out. Again, every server is going to be a little bit different, okay? So let's finish it off, and we'll drink a Nuka-Cherry, which I definitely have on me. But I still like to give you guys as many options as possible where you can find this stuff and obtain this stuff. All right, what's next here? Take a look at this one here, Scrap Pre-War Money 5. If you take a look at the description, there's a link to a video where we are looking for pre-war money locations. Now, it's all timestamped. You can check that out if you're having issues finding pre-war money. Now, pre-war money we can get through cash registers, but it's kind of hit and miss. It's not guaranteed that every cash register in game will have pre-war money. What is guaranteed is a safe. Doesn't matter what level 0 to level 3. Every level, when you open it up, there'll be pre-war money in it, like anywhere from like 11 to I think 20. All right, so open up a safe, grid way, even if it's a level 0. All right, they'll all have pre-war money in it. I usually find corpses will have pre-war money on them as well, and I'm not talking about the skeletons, but I'm talking about like the human corpses that are around, and they'll usually have pre-war money. We can find a bunch of human corpses here at Morgantown Airport. And around the runway, there's like a little stage there, and there's usually some 5 corpses that are there. You can always take from them. Wolves. Wolves are also a good source of pre-war money. Usually right here at Tyler County Fairgrounds, there'll be an event that starts up called Leader of the Pack. There'll be 3 packs of wolves, and you can definitely check that out if you so wish. There's usually a bunch of wolves, 6 of them over here at Autumn Acre Cabins. Just to name a few little spots there for you for wolves, okay? Even right here in Morgantown, there'll be an event called Back on the Beat. And at the end of Back on the Beat, the last door that the robot opens, there'll be about 4 or 5 safes in there. And you can open them up and get all kinds of pre-war money. And there'll be just a bunch of pre-war money just in general on a shelf, okay? But one of the best ways to get pre-war money is here at Morgantown Airport. If you're able to call in Collision Course, the event, now you can spawn in Collision Course by yourself. If you complete the event, there'll be a government aid drop at the very end, and that government aid drop will have 99, 100, or 101 pre-war money in it. Now, you don't have to do that event, okay? Some people think you do, but you don't have to do the event. You can server hop this location a couple times, like on public servers, and chances are someone at some point has done this event, okay? Or even 2 times or 3 times. And even though you did not do the event, you can still clear out the government aid drop. So the most I ever found on a public server myself was 3, okay? And I was able to clean all 3 of them out, and it didn't even complete the event. I just arrived on the server fresh, right? So just an FYI, that's probably one of the best ways to do it, all right? Another way is to return your Pleasant Valley claim ticket that we get off of Scorches and Ghouls right here at the bellhop at the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. You'll usually get anywhere from 12 to 14 pre-war money that way. All right? So let's pop up here to Wavy Willards Water Park. And these are one of the locations I show you on that video. Again, if you ever have issue, you can always check out that video, and it's all time-stamped. But Morgantown Airport Collision Course is definitely where it's at for pre-war money. And you can even, when you grab that 100 pre-war money from that government aid drop, you can just put it in your stash. It doesn't weigh a whole lot. And then you can save it for these challenges. And that's what one of my members, Heather, does. And it's definitely a genius idea. Because, you know, sometimes if you're kind of short on time, you know, some days you might not have time to, you know, run around the wasteland. But if you have this stuff in your stash box just waiting for it, or at least some of it, and you'll be able to get it done in no time at all. So we're just going to head to this little office right here. And these cash registers are usually pretty decent, the 2 that are in here. Nothing in there. There's usually some pre-war money right here on this desk. And again, here is the safe right here. It's a level 2. And as you can see, 11 pre-war money, so we get all kinds of pre-war money in there. Again, any level safe will do. All right? Now we're going to scrap this. We can go anywhere to scrap this. We'll just pop back over to our camp. You can go to another player's camp or what have you, whatever you want to do. As long as it has a workbench to scrap it. Find that log really gets in the way. I'm going to have to clear that out some way. Alright, let's scrap our pre-war money here. Nice, done. Just like that. Scrap pre-war money, 5 for 5. And again, if you have this stuff stored away from those government aid drops, like in your stash box, that's definitely where it's at right there. Get it done nice and quick. What's next? Let's go ahead and kill a cultist. 10 mini great spots we can find cultists in around the wasteland. This type of icon right here. One of the few exceptions to that is right here in Point Pleasant. Of course, we could find at least 20 cultists here. It's a pretty good spot. In terms of the forest area, we have good old Clancy Manor. We have the Oregon Cave. Now, these are 3 entrances to the Oregon Cave. It just brings you to the same cave, but it's just 3 different entrances. Of course, we have Point Pleasant. We did that in our weekly challenge video. Kanawha County Cemetery, pretty good spot. Looking for a little bit more of a challenge, we do have the Lucky Hole Mine. We have Johnson's Acre, just to name a few other spots there, right? Let's pop into Kanawha County Cemetery this time. That's how we did Point Pleasant just this past Tuesday. Are the weekly challenges. Going after human enemies. Alright, let's see what I have equipped here for some nuclear grenades. Yeah, that'll work. Now, usually this place is fairly empty. If you come here in the daytime, there might be 1 or 2 that are kind of lingering around the grounds here. But for the most part, they usually stick right to the church. And there'll always be 1 up at the steeple, so just kind of be aware of that. Shut this light off here for a quick second. And we're going to throw some grenades in there. Burp. Burp. I call this 10 for 10 just like that. So there's usually, I would say, about 8 or 9 of them inside the church there. And they're all kind of in around their little circle doing their thing. And that's the best way to get rid of those cats. Just like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a good time. And let's go all. There we go. Nice. Sometimes there's a cap stash in here. We're not going to bother with that guy that's in the steeple there. We're just going to leave him alone. Alright, that was the cap stash for a second. Right, what's next here? Kill an angler 3. Okay, a few couple of spots we can find anglers here and around the wasteland. Now there's a 100% guaranteed spot right up here at the gnarled shallows. Alright, you'll find 3 of them up here. Now, if you do head north, like I mean way up here, like right about here, there will be about 2 more up there if you so wish. But there'll be 3 guaranteed right here, okay? If you claim a workshop in the mire, there is a pretty good chance that there'll be anglers around the workshops, or they'll be the ones that you have to defend the workshop against. So you can always try that as well. If you're on a public server, you come here to Sunday Brothers Cabin, you have an event called Moonshine Jamboree, and a good chance that there'll be all kinds of gulpers, there'll be all kinds of anglers and fog crawlers that will show up for this bad boy, and everyone be able to fill their boots. So it's a pretty good spot there as well. And I find not right there. Where are we at? There was like, I thought there was one more little spot here. It's like a little shack. Could be up here where there could be an angler up here as well. Just kind of looking around here real quick. Oh, what's this one? Yeah, this one here, Dabney Homestead. Usually there's about 3 anglers here. It's not 100%. I would say at least 50 to 75% anglers here as well, right? But your best bet is just come up here to the gnarled shallows. So let's pop up here today. That's when we get there, of course. Can't believe this place. Look at that thing, will ya? That's quite something. Alright, so this is a very popular spot if you're on a public server. Sometimes we will get a weekly challenge where we have to kill 9 of these guys. And I've server hopped this at least 12 times a couple months ago. And I was server hopping public servers, and every time I spawned in, there was at least one person already here clearing them out. Alright, so just be aware of that, okay? Now these guys will be submerged. This guy here is a medium kind of a level, but you can get a little closer to them to kind of spawn them out. There we go. Just shoot him as hard as you can in the head, okay? Now usually he doesn't pop out like that. I think he is, oh no, he's... Okay, I thought maybe he was in the frozen kind of a state. He's usually the higher level guy. For me, he's usually level 100. And then the third one will be right over here. Just lock and load. 4 is not going to help at all. He's usually, yeah, he's usually pretty low level, this guy. There we go. And again, as I mentioned, you can always travel your way up that river that's not located here in the map, but it's a river. And it brings you right up to here. Okay, and there'll be 2 more up there. Okay. Complete a daily quest 1. Alright, so if you take a look at the description, there's another link to a video called Complete Daily Quests for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. We do quite a few daily quests here in the game. Obviously, we don't do every single one. I'll show you how to toggle them active and how to complete them. Alright, so you can definitely check that out if you're ever having any issues with daily quests in the game. And there's usually a couple I always like to kind of highlight for these particular daily challenge videos just because of the sheer easiness of them. We have one here, the giant teapot. We speak to Sweetwater. We have one up here at Prickett's Fort. It is talk to the curator. And this one here at the Pumpkin House, talk to Jack. Okay, so just an FYI, you can do whatever one that you want to do. But those are the 3 I usually like to kind of highlight for these videos just because how easy they are. Now a very popular one is the repeatable daily quest. So this one pops up every 24 hours. It's given by Biv, who is the robo brain downstairs at Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, and he usually gives you a rare recipe, a rare alcoholic recipe. Now, I'm pretty sure I had them all, but you can always try that one out too as well. Now, there are some daily quests here in the game. Even though they say daily quests, they're actually not considered daily quests in terms of daily challenges, and it's the ones you get here at the Gilman Lumber Mill. Just an FYI. Alright, let's pop up here and we'll do Buried with Honor. We're going to activate him active like that. There we go. And we're going to fast travel up there. Right, now we're going to talk to the curator. Now you just have to interact with him. You don't really have to talk to him. Just like that. Make your way up here. It's funny, every time we come up here, it always seems to be in the dark for some reason. Take care of him. Inside here, going to be the remains. We're going to take him. We're going to see it update itself in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Take it down here to the Philippi Battlefield Cemetery, and it's the same routine every single time. And again, a daily quest, right? Just to get the daily challenge done, you can just do it nice and easy. Oliver's starting off with that, are we? That's going to keep popping up. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to take care of these mongrels here. Now, there are going to be 2 of them right here. There's going to be more mongrels inside of the building, but we don't have to go inside there. Right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the body right in there, just like that. We're going to grab a shovel, which is usually around here. I thought they fixed that. Now, apparently there's no shovel there, but there's always going to be a shovel here. And there's going to be a shovel over here, just in case that the same thing kind of happens to you. Okay? Now, it's not good enough just having the shovel on you. You must have it equipped, so we're going to go under weapons. And we're going to go down here to shovel. And we're going to equip it just like that. And we're going to take this dirt, put it in there, and all we do is just go fill. And it's that easy. That's the reason why I like to kind of show this one off to people, just because of how easy it is. And of course, if you are on a server with other people, it's always good to kind of drop it for other people there. Just like that, and that was real nice and easy. And I think we're done. We are just like that. Nice. Nice. Alright, let's head back to our... we can't even fast travel. Let's drop a couple things here. We'll fast travel back to our camp. We'll go over weapon of the day. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and check it out here. Weapon of the day. Definitely not that hatchet. The Fixer. And it is a Stalker's Explosive Lucky build. If not in combat, plus 100% VATS accuracy at plus 50% action point cost. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage. Plus 15 bonus VATS critical charge. Plus 40% ammo penetration. Plus 100% sneaking speed, plus 50% stealth in shadows. The mods I have is the powerful automatic receiver, stabilized short barrel, true stock, perforating magazine, reflex sight dodge suppressor, and this awesome looking rusted paint. Takes 83 damage and 45 ammo. Pretty cool. Of course, it is a fully automatic weapon. Open up our perk cards here. Under Perception, we have Master Commando, Commando, Expert Commando, all maxed out. We have Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, Suppressor, Tenderizer, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline, and these random luck cards. And you guys see these pop up from the left-hand side when they are being activated. And I find personally, I'm pretty happy with the 1-star. I find they activate quite a bit. Legendary perk cards, these ones here don't change for me. They all stay the same every time. And they are all maxed out. I'm pretty happy with them myself. Alright, there we go. Guys, go. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr. Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost Primus, Corne van Niekerk, Ben Durant, John, DJ59. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.